Welcome to this month's edition of Moon Magic. I am Tracy Hawkner with Eye of Horus, and with me,
Heather Rowan Robbins, the astrologer for Eye of Horus, and an astrologer. I write star codes and work for B-Moon Calendar. And we're going to talk to you about the astrology of the new moon, the full moon, the moon cycles, and then help you have some ideas for magical support to work with that.
what on earth to do? So I believe our next new moon comes up on January 20th?
At 7:15 a.m., the sun and moon in Aquarius. And on the winter solstice, the sun and moon change signs at the same time, within a few hours. The sun first, then the moon. This time the moon changes sign, then the sun. Now it's not usual for the sun and the moon to change signs on the same cycle. The sun goes through 12 signs in a year, and the moon goes through 13 signs in a year. But just the last couple of months they've been lining up, so we can really feel a difference between January 19th with the sun and moon in Capricorn to the sun and moon in Aquarius on the new moon, and the beginning of a new cycle around how we fit in our circle, in our community, in our collaborations, and in our society. Because new moons are a time of beginning.
So I think we have a heavy emphasis on the social consciousness, really getting our peeps together, whoever your groups of people are, making sure that everybody is working toward common vision. I think visualizing the desired outcome, the desired energy is so important. There's a few harsh aspects that are still going on in the world, and have been, honestly, for a little while. And we don't want to get caught in those harsh energy cycles. We don't want to get caught into the negativity. So, vision.
Mars, the planet of our warrior nature and what we'd like to set boundaries and cut out, is in the most soft sign of Pisces and conjunct the planet Neptune. And so this can help us soften it. We can get stuck in victim mind, and that's an important place to let go. But instead to move into the positive element of Pisces, which is the ability to dream, to enliven our dreams, and to vision another alternative. To imagine what would happen if we melt our anger and instead vision together a place where we could all work together. Now, the sun, moon, Mercury, and Venus are all going to be in Aquarius. Again, the sign of social justice. It's a fixed air sign. To me, the image of a fixed air sign is a circle of people sitting and talking together, is the community of humankind. So watch this be an opportunity for new beginnings in your spiritual circles, in your relationship to society, and the whole question of social justice. It can be a new beginning if we use it to move out of victim mind and into vision.
And I'm always looking for what sort of stones, what sort of candles, which incense should we be using for these sorts of things. Ocean jasper is a fantastic stone. It's also a little hard to come by these days. My understanding is that it has been mined out. So the ocean jasper in circulation is all there is. If you have a piece, don't lose it. It's a fantastic stone for being aware of joy, being aware of positivity, being able to hold the vision and shift the energy in the direction of blessings. So I'm thinking it's going to be perfect for this stone.
Beautiful. Also, the Mars-Neptune can soften our sense of boundaries, which is lovely when we're connecting from heart to someone that we love, but can be hard when we're dealing with flu germs. So it really is a question of where do we want to be open and where do we need clear boundaries. The clear boundaries actually make it safer to open. That's clear boundaries with your in-laws or with the passing germs. So what would you say to support the image and to work with the meditation of healthy boundaries?
That again brings me back to the stones. I think that ocean jasper and maybe a piece of hematite to go with it would be very, very good. I'm also thinking in terms of some of our oil blends. We have an immune booster, which is not a medicinal thing. It is not meant to be taken internally. It is an aromatherapy. The scent gets into the olfactory senses and triggers some of the brain chemistry to try and get us to be as healthy as we can. So in terms of those boundaries, that one is good. Or peace blessing. And I was also thinking that lotus as an incense is a nice one in terms of either health or the social connections.
Peace blessing.
Yep.
And so the Mercury and Venus will be opposed Jupiter then. So there'll be a lot of ideas and a lot of feelings and a lot of support, an abundance. And so let's make it an abundance of pieces moving in a good direction. This doesn't mean everything is sweetness and light. It means that we need to look at the difficult issues in our life with the idea that we can move beyond them. And what would beyond that look like? So we can direct ourselves there. With any of this metaphorical work, as above, so below, as inside, so outside, we work on our emotional boundaries. It supports our immune system. And we work on getting along with the people in our circle and helps us learn how we could imagine getting along in the larger realm of humankind and with all our relations. So work with those metaphors this month, in this beautiful new moon, new beginnings in your circle, in your community, in your heart.
Wonderful. So thank you for joining us again for Moon Magic. Find us anytime you like at eyeofhorus.biz.
Thank you.